Hello everyone, how are you? Breaking news today. Sir Keir Starmer has announced a £1.6 billion missile deal for Ukraine following a summit of European leaders in London. The Prime Minister also announced a number of allies had signed up to a coalition of the willing, alongside France's President Emmanuel Macron, prepared to commit troops to the Ukrainian frontline in the event of a peace deal. Ukraine's President Volodymyr Zelensky attended the meeting, where 17 European leaders and Canadian Premier Justin Trudeau discussed next steps in securing peace for Ukraine. The Lancaster House summit in London comes after a televised press conference from the White House, where President Trump told Zelensky he was not grateful enough for U.S. support. "My support for Ukraine is unwavering," said Sir Keir, adding he felt a personal responsibility to end Russia's illegal war and guarantee Ukraine a lasting peace based on sovereignty and security. "I am also clear that national security is economic security," he said. "As well as leveling up Ukraine's air defense, this loan will make working people here in the UK better off, boosting our economy and supporting jobs in Northern Ireland and beyond. By doubling down on our support, working closely with key partners, and ensuring Ukraine has a strong voice at the table, I believe we can achieve a strong, lasting deal that delivers a permanent peace in Ukraine." Sir Keir will now discuss his four-step plan with Trump, aiming to persuade the U.S. leader to provide a security guarantee for Ukraine. The PM said his coalition will intensify planning now, with real urgency, and reiterated that the UK is prepared to back this with boots on the ground and planes in the air. He said, "Together with others, Europe must do the heavy lifting, but to support peace in our continent and to succeed, this effort must have strong U.S. backing. We're working with the U.S. on this point." Speaking to journalists after the summit, the PM said he did not accept that the U.S. is an unreliable ally, and that the discussions formed a plan that would see the U.S. as allies. The deal will allow Ukraine to use £1.6 billion of export finance to buy more than 5,000 air defense missiles, which will be made in Belfast. Sir Keir added, "This will be vital for protecting critical infrastructure now, and strengthen Ukraine in securing the peace when it comes, because we have to learn from the mistakes of the past." The PM referred to the Minsk ceasefire deal, made a decade ago between Putin and the then Ukrainian President Petro Poroshenko, and violated by Putin. Sir Keir said Ukraine must be able to negotiate peace from a position of strength, and the advanced air defense missiles would enable that. The deal will also create 200 jobs in Northern Ireland and directly support a further 700 jobs in the UK, the Ministry of Defence, MOD, said, through the manufacture of more than 5,000 lightweight multirole missiles, LMM, which will treble production at Thales factory in Belfast. The LMMs are intended to protect against Russian drone and missile attacks. Ukrainian forces are already using LMMs, with an initial order delivered late last year. Earlier this week, the government announced defense spending will rise to 2.5% of national income by 2027 and rise again to 3% in the next parliament, giving a rough deadline of 2034.